cider or something.
All right, welcome back. I have Rockin Ronnie Shewchuk here, one of our favorite barbecue guys. Thanks for coming in.
Very happy to be here.
Now, you're going to be down at the Pink Salmon Festival next week in Vancouver. Why are we having a festival focused on pink salmon?
Well, pink salmon is in abundance. It's a sustainable catch. It's of the 5 salmon species, it's sort of like the forgotten one. It's quite different because it comes back every 2 years versus 4, and it's a smaller fish, but it is delicious.
Does it have a bit of a bad rap?
It does. You know, it's something like a fisherman would catch one and then throw it back because you don't want a pink, you want a sockeye.
Right.
But you know, Rob Clark, one of the best seafood cooks in Canada, he's going to be cooking at the Pink Salmon Festival next Sunday too. It's his favorite fish.
Really?
And it's wonderful, it's fresh, it's in the stores now, and in fact, and in the old days too, the way they packaged them was in a kind of a plastic bag, frozen, and you'd pay $4 for a salmon, and sort of like it looked downscale. Now, you go to the Save-On and you can buy a fillet like this that looks just as nice as anything, it's just a different color.
It is a different, well, obviously it's pink, right? Okay, so what is it that makes this different? Other than the color and the size from regular.
Well, slightly more delicate.
Taste different?
The taste is great. It's very mild flavored. You'll see. The flesh is maybe a little bit firmer. And you got to eat it when it's fresh.
Okay.
Like if you're going to go buy it today, cook it today. And the only thing you have to do really to treat it, you don't really even have to do this, but there's these pin bones along the salmon. You can see that there. You can pick them out, but you know they're quite tender, and it's not a big deal. You can really just pick them out as you're eating them too. But if you want to be a little bit fancy, you can just pick out the pin bones.
Okay.
And there's not that many of them. I got this little tweezer, but you can just use like little needle nose pliers or something. And all I do to treat it, really literally, is to just sprinkle some. This is a mixture of salt, granulated onion, and a little bit of pepper. And then I drizzle a little bit of olive oil on it and put it on the grill. And if you're using a covered grill, you can just put it skin side down on the grill, cover it, and then it cooks like that. In this case, I've used an indoor electric grill, and I flipped it once. But basically, it'll cook like it's in an oven.
Okay.
And then when you take it off...
Now, you cooked this one since you came in here this morning.
That's right. And it only takes a few minutes to cook. You cook it until it's sort of firm right there. Okay. And then... It's really easy, and on the grill, I mean this one, on the grill usually the skin even sticks to the grill, you don't even have to remove the skin.
Right.
And in this case, I thought it would be fun to you to do oh look at that, just beautiful, moist, tender fish. I'm just going to put some on a slider bun for you here. Very nice. A little bit of maple barbecue sauce.
Now, this is your own barbecue sauce.
That's right.
You guys have just made this up.
It's our 5th sauce,
right.
And we're actually trying to establish like a Canadian regional flavor for barbecue. Okay. You know, Georgia has its whole hog, and Texas has its brisket. We have salmon and maple flavor. And so all I'm going to do here, and you know, the thing about this is when it's fresh and great, you don't taste any fishy taste. It's just a beautiful... It's rich and delicious, and we've got the barbecue sauce.
Okay, I'm not a huge fan of salmon, so I will be very honest with you about that. It's not as fishy as regular salmon, I can tell you that. Yeah, that's delicious. That sauce is amazing.
Well, thank you very much, and we'll be serving the salmon up. There's 3 chefs. Well, I'm not a chef, but 2 chefs, Rob Clark, Garrett Shack, and I will be cooking up thousands of pounds of salmon at Haddon Park next Sunday, the 25th, from noon till 5. You come there, we're going to have a lineup, we're going to move people through it real fast, and it's by donation. You get a nice plate of the 3 different kinds of pink salmon, and there's all kinds of other displays and activities. It's a great afternoon.
So there's, even within the pink salmon, there's 3 different types that you can get?
No, there's 3. We're going to be cooking it 3 different ways.
Okay.
Rob Clark and Garrett Shack are going to be doing their thing. It's going to be it's going to be a wonderful time. I encourage everybody to come out.
All right. Now, is there something that we do wrong consistently with salmon when we're cooking it?
It's easy to overcook it. And I think that you know, if you want to overcook salmon, open a can of salmon and eat it. Beyond that, I think, you know, you can treat it. Here I'm just putting a mild rub and some barbecue sauce on it. You can do anything to it. Put pesto on it. You can cook it on a plank.
Is there a fear of undercooking it, though? That's what my issue is. I'm always worried about undercooking fish, especially on the barbecue.
Yeah, and you know, maybe, I mean, I don't think, if you cook it until it's sort of firm to the touch, it's done. And if you're really worried, use a meat thermometer and cook it to about 130 degrees, 140 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's perfectly juicy. And another thing, just to cook it more gently, it'll be more tender.
Okay. And if you're on the barbecue, do you usually wrap it and cover it? Or
That's one way. That's one way of cooking it. I like to just cook it just skin side down. You don't have to turn it. The skin kind of protects it from burning. Cook it on a medium heat with the cover on, and the grill acts like an oven. And if you want some extra flavor, put some hardwood chips under the cooking grate so that you can get a little bit of smoke in the cooking chamber, or cook it on a plank, cedar plank or an alder plank, and it's delicious.
Okay. We hear a lot about the sustainability problems that we've had with RBC salmon. So how does the pink salmon fit into that?
You know, folks, you can really feel good about eating this salmon. The run, every 2 years, and this is a mystery to scientists, but the run is like exponentially bigger every second year. And that's why we have the Salmon Festival every second year. And there are something like 9 million fish coming out the Fraser River. There's plenty for the anglers, there's plenty for the industry, there's plenty for the public. And so it's a choice that you can really feel good about. It's healthy for you, and it's completely sustainable.
Very good. All right. The Pink Salmon Festival is on next weekend at Vanier Park from noon until 5. Admission is free. Donations are accepted if you want to try some of the 3 different ways the salmon is going to be cooked up. Rockin' Ronnie is going to be down there at the barbecue, so it's psf.ca, the website that you can go to for more information. There you go. Nice to see you again, sir.
All right. See everybody at Haddon Park next Sunday.
Look forward to it. All right. Jay, I have a slider for you.
Well, and Ronnie, start cooking up that other slab.
Oh, I better.
One more slab right over there, right?
Yeah.
Come on, keep cooking over there. Thanks, Ronnie. Appreciate
Thank
it. All week long, the BC Lions didn't need